I do remember going at the Dollar General, and I told you to put your phone up, and you wouldn't put your phone up because I told you that I believe that Jason was monitoring me through my
No, you told me
device.
to let you use your phone to get on the GPS, and then I said I don't have service, and you wanted me to turn my phone off because Jason was monitoring you. But what would that have to do with my device? Because Jason didn't have any of my information.
He did.
I just didn't want you to keep my phone. He didn't, Jason. So if Jason had my information, I didn't get my information. Because Jason
Well,
never.
okay. Well, you don't believe that Jason had it, and okay. I apologize for all of the things that you said that I've done. I apologize for all of it. I've been
No,
doing a
no,
lot of I
bring it back
apologize.
up. No, you don't. You're gonna bring it back up.
Well, what have I experienced? What have I experienced?
What have I experienced?
I'm apologizing for it. But what I
Okay, I
mean, through my
apologize for what you
experience through all these 7 years,
apologize for. I
you don't want to
apologize
talk
for
about what I have experienced because I know
what you
you.
just said
You
that.
communicated what you experienced.
No, I didn't. I didn't communicate all of what I experienced. You said I apologize, and then you got to just negate what I was talking about. So shouldn't my apology get to negate what you're talking about? If apologies get to negate what people are talking about, shouldn't everybody's apology just make the whole conversation stop? Because when you say, "Oh, I just don't want to talk about it," it's fine. But when I say, "Oh, I don't
No,
want
I
to talk
just
about it,"
if I don't understand why if people are rational, if someone's apologizing and trying not to argue, why they consistently still want to argue and enforce conflict.
okay,
We're both
okay, you
Christians. We're
apologize,
both
and I said,
Christians, and
"Okay,
for all this time, you have not been upset with me that we've communicated.
yeah,"
I gave
because
you the $1,000 and everything, and we were cool. So I don't all this time, and then I just question you why it's been 7 years, and then you just started raging. If
no,
you
because
weren't
you
upset
said
all
that
this time, why are you
like
upset
it was
today?
my fault, is what I said, and then I brought up
I
two
think it was a
instances that
miscommunication.
we saw,
I'm telling
and
you
then
right now, I'm not saying that
you
it's your
said,
fault. Only thing that I was
"Oh,
just trying
when
to
you
say
were
is I
on the
want.
phone,
I'm not being
if
heard.
it's not my
I'm not being
fault,"
heard.
you said, "No, I'm listening to everything
I'm
you're
not
saying,
being
but
heard because I'm
I'm trying
telling
to
you that I'm not
respond
blaming
to
you
this
for it.
part.
I just wanted to see you.
You're
I'm
not
not being
blaming me
heard.
for.
I'm not
You're
being
not
heard.
blaming. Okay,
You're not
so you're
hearing
not.
me.
I'm hearing you, but you're
No,
not
you're
hearing me.
not.
If you're not trying to blame me for it, when I bring up the instance that we saw each other, and you say, "But you were on the phone," that's what you said. You said
Okay, I
you
apologize
were
for
on the
that.
phone.
You didn't take a phone call. Okay, I apologize for that. We only talked 5 or 10 minutes.
You said it was because I was on the phone,
Okay,
but
I
you're not blaming
apologize
me.
for that. You weren't on the phone.
But you just said you
I
weren't blaming me.
apologize. I apologize. I
What
thought you
does
were on a.
apology
That's
have
not
to
a big,
do with the
huge
problem?
event to start an argument with someone and
It is though.
for because they thought you
It
were on the
is
phone call. You
because you
said that you weren't
said
on the phone call. Okay, let's
you were
forget about
making
it.
a big deal out of us not being seeing each other for 7 years, and I bring up an instance that we see each other, and then you say you were on the phone. That's what you said. You were on the phone, so you made it my fault that we only talked for 3 minutes out of the one time that we saw each other in 7 years, and that's not a problem. That doesn't. If you said say that same question again. Is that, oh, why haven't we seen each other for 7 years? And what if I say because you haven't came to see me?
Okay, well then I'll come to see you. No big deal. That's how we communicated in the past. We didn't argue like this until after I met Jason and y'all said that he was not doing all the things. We didn't argue like that. Period. People would love coming over there. You remember that? Our place was a
And you know
hangout.
what else
If I'm
happened
this
back
horrible
then?
mom, why did everybody
You
want to
want
hang out
to
over
know
there?
what else happened back then? Anything you told me, I believed was true. And then once I started stop doing that, that's when the arguments came. That's when the arguments came because everything you said, I didn't believe as
Okay.
true.
Okay. So what is it that you're not? So I lied about the phone call. You didn't take a call. You stepped out of the car and I left you because I was sick.
What does you being sick have to do with you leaving
Because you jumped out of the
friend?
car and I was
I
sick
didn't
and
jump
didn't
out
want
of
to
a car.
deal with it. I needed to get something
I
to
didn't
eat.
jump out of a car. I stepped out of the car so we could wait for the officers that you called.
Well, officer set me up.
How did they set you up if you called them?
Okay. Well, when you stepped out of the car, I took that you wouldn't be we wouldn't be able to be compatible because you were being disrespectful and stepping out of the
How was
car
I
when I was
being
driving it.
disrespectful? You
Well,
weren't
when
driving the car. You were
someone's taking
parked
you
in the parking
somewhere and
lot.
you step out the car with your mom when looking terrified in the process of doing it,
I
I,
wasn't looking terrified. I told
okay,
the officer that she's trying to drive. She's going to drive off. She's trying to put it in reverse, and he said, "No, ma'am, don't do that." And I got out of the vehicle before it started moving,
okay,
and then you burnt off.
okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I'm okay. I'm agreeing with you. Okay.
No, you're not, because you said that last time, and then you tried to twist the story again. So obviously, you're not agreeing with me.
So what am I going through? I've heard what you went through you were really
Let's
upset.
not change the subject. You keep trying to change the subject every time we get on this
I
topic.
can never talk
Every
about
time
what
you
I'm
bring
going
up
through
something
in no
and you're wrong
environment.
about it.
In no
Every time
environment.
you bring up something that you're wrong about, you try to
Okay.
change the subject.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with everything.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
it's my
You're
fault.
not.
It's my fault.
You're not.
I left you at the
You're
store
not
when you
working
jumped out the car. It's my fault. You weren't on the phone.
Why?
I was
Why did
wrong
you
about
do that?
Anaya and the car accident. All of it's my fault. I
Why
apologize.
did you leave me at the store?
Because you got out the car. I didn't think you wanted to go.
I got out of the car and waited for the officer.
Police that have bullied me and taken my freedom 20 times, but I can't tell you about because you guys keep hanging up.
Call them. Why did you call people that have abused you?
Because you jumped out of the car and I called them to let them know that you jumped out of the car.
Because I was in the car when you called them.
Okay.
You called them and said that I hit you.
Okay.
So why did you leave me there?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Called the police,
I'm sorry. So I guess you don't want to see me again because I left
No,
you when
that's
you
not
jumped
what
out
I
the
said.
car. And I guess that since I got it wrong that you weren't on a phone call. And I guess since you said that several years ago, today you remembered and got upset even though we've talked all this time and it hasn't been a problem. So I'm sorry. And I don't know what to do because I don't have a support system anywhere to be found, period.
What does that have to do with you leaving me at a Dollar General? That's what I'm trying to. That's
Right. I apologize for doing it and I apologize for doing everything else. And then I keep on being blamed and I can't be heard.
Yes, you're blamed for leaving your son at a Dollar General.
Well, I thought that when you jumped out of the car, I didn't have control over you. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to wait on police that have taken my freedom 20 times and corruption.
You called the police.
Okay.
Why would you call police?
Okay.
For me slapping you, which I didn't do because you said I hit you, and then
they had the call. If they still have the calls, it's recorded on what I said.
Okay, good, because you said that. So you said you even gave them your location and told them you were going to be at that Dollar General.
Why all this time have you not been talking about that? You took the $1,000 and all of that. Why today do you want to talk about that?
Bring it up. You didn't bring up all of this mess. You didn't bring up, hey, we haven't seen each other for 7 years, and then I bring up an instance that we've seen each other, and you didn't say, oh, it's because you were on the phone.
No, that's not what that's the wrong communication. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. I meant that we didn't really get to talk a lot at your graduation.
How long? I was on the phone.
Okay, I admit maybe it was someone else on the phone. I thought you were on the phone. I apologize.
That's what started this argument.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I said,
okay, how long did we communicate? How long did we communicate at your graduation?
I said it wasn't very long.
How long is not very long?
Maybe 5-10 minutes.
Okay, 5-10 minutes. Okay, now moving forward after the graduation.
No, let's not move forward.
Okay.
Because I said there was a reason for that, and I gave you the reason, and then you got mad about the reason.
I'm not mad. I'm not upset at all.
You started bringing up other stuff.
I'm sorry.
And then you brought up this car crash where I got hit by the car at 10 years old.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I ran out into the street.
Okay.
And then you brought up something else.
Okay.
And then I bring up you leaving me at Dollar General, and you don't want to talk about
No,
that.
we talked about it.
We didn't talk about it because I asked you why, and you said because I jumped out of a car, and I didn't jump out of a car. You were parked at Dollar General.
Okay, well, when you got out the car, when it was parked, I did not have time because I was already felt my life was in jeopardy, and you guys didn't want to hear it. I had multiple false arrests.
By the people you called or by me?
Okay, so that's why I left because I wasn't safe with the police department. And you never mind. Okay, it's my fault. So what do you want to do from this day forward? It's all my fault. I apologize. It's all my fault. Do you want to talk another 30 minutes about what horrible of a person that I am?
I don't want to talk about how horrible of a person you are, but you're gaslighting me.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. So can we change the topic? Can we? Okay, we have to talk about it. Okay.
Part of the gaslight.
Okay, go ahead. So I'm a horrible person. I apologize. I'm the scum of the earth. I'm the scum of the earth, Tristan. I apologize. I'm the scum of the earth. So what do you want me to do from this point forward, being the scum of the earth? I'm getting therapy. I tried to get therapy. They won't give it to me.
No, you tried to get therapy and left the therapy because we tried to get you therapy and you left the therapy.
Okay. Well, I have recorded videos on how I tried to get therapy. that I can let you see,
Trying
but
to
I can
make
just send them to
me seem
you.
like a bad person, just like you're trying to make me seem like a bad person.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of it.
It's like you wanted to call me a gaslighter, but you're gaslighting
Okay,
me right
okay,
now.
okay.
If that is gaslight, okay. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. That's gaslight. That's the
I'm
literal
trying to take
definition of gaslight.
responsibility for everything that
No,
you
you're
said I
not.
did.
You're trying to gaslight me into changing the subject, but I don't want to change the subject
Okay.
because you
Well,
called
go
me
ahead.
something
Let me go
that
take a
made me
break
seem
and
like
see
you
how.
cared about
Go
me.
ahead and tell me how worthless I am. Go ahead.
I'm not telling you how worthless you are. I'm telling you what happened.
Okay.
You called
Go
me
ahead. Go ahead.
and parked at a Dollar General. I stepped out and then you sped off.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
But you're saying it's because, oh, I felt in danger. Because last time we talked about this, you said you felt in danger by me
Okay.
because you felt like I was being disrespectful. Now it's the police.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
feel in danger by people you called.
Okay.
And you keep saying, okay. But
Okay.
it's not going to be okay. Because in 2 years, you're going to bring up the same, we're going to talk about the same story, and you're going to say it's somebody else's fault.
So what do you want to do from this point? Okay, so what do you want to do from this point? Are you saying you don't want to talk to me again because of what happened years ago? Why today are you bringing it up? And we've talked multiple times. Why today are you bringing this up?
Lying. I want you to stop lying.
Okay.
That's what I want you to do.
Okay.
You don't even hear what I'm saying.
I do. I won't lie.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Okay.
Yes, you will. You do it all the time.
What did I have? Okay, I lied about the phone. That when you said you weren't on the phone, I lied about that, and then I lied that you stepped out the car, but you didn't step out the car.
I said I stepped out of the car. You said I jumped out of a moving vehicle.
Okay, so I thought, okay, you stepped out of a car, not a moving vehicle. Okay, you stepped out of the car and not of a moving vehicle. Okay.
Was the car moving?
I don't know why that's really relevant, but no, you said no. Okay, it wasn't moving. It wasn't moving. It wasn't moving.
That's very different from.
Okay, it wasn't moving. You stepped out of the car. Okay, you stepped out of the car.
There's a difference.
But as for all these years, do you know what I've been through? Can you communicate what I've been through? The other things?
I was trying to say it, and you started arguing.
Okay, what have I been through?
I already talked about it. It's kind of annoying because you're just gonna, once I bring up something and you're gonna say, well, this, and I'm gonna be like, well, no.
No, not the relevancy with, not the experience with you. I mean, other things that I've been through. Since we haven't, because we haven't really talked.
I know what happened when I was there. And I
Right.
know what happened that you
Right, but it hasn't been. That's been 7 years ago. So you don't know. Well, that's 7 years. That's 7 years is a long time ago.
Yeah, why lie about that then, but not lie about what's happening now?
I haven't been able to communicate what's happening now. That's why you can't tell me.
But why lie about what happened that I was there to witness, but not lie about what's happening now? What makes me believe that the story you're going to tell me now that I wasn't there to witness is true, but the story that you told me that I was there to witness wasn't true? Why would I believe the story now?
Okay, so you want to take, if they say that there's no evidence of my experience because you said that the car wasn't moving and I remembered it moving. So that is that extreme to where you have to start an argument today, and we've had multiple different conversations without arguing. But today you're furious because I asked you if it's been 7 years. And then you said that I blame you because it's been 7 years. And I said, no, I just wanted to see you.
But you did blame me. You said it was because I was on the phone, but I wasn't on the phone.
Okay. So you want to keep talking about that?
And why? And then you brought up something else.
Okay.
I told you the real reason.
So we're not going to get a resolution to me saying you're right. Is that are you taking my tablet, ma'am?
But by you agreeing with me, if you aren't actually agreeing, you're just saying you agree with me to stop the conversation and to talk about something else. So I will believe that you're agreeing with me.
I just like to talk about positive things because in all my environments, people aren't positive. I get really mistreated in a lot of environments, so I try to keep the conversations as positive as possible. So I would like to talk about something positive, but you refuse to.
But you didn't want to talk about nothing positive. You said you wanted.
It was me and seeing you was positive because I said it's been 7 years. When can we see each other again? Because what you guys kept hanging up, a lot of army full of people start arguments with me every single day.
That was the reason we started hanging up.
Okay.
You're acting like we hung up just to hang up. You're acting like you came up here all roses and rainbows, and then we just hung up on you. That's not what happened.
So what did I? Well, if you know what I've been through, well, can you tell me about what I've been through? Just humor me, if you don't mind. If you guys know if you already know what I've been through, tell me.
We're talking about something, and you're bringing up something else. That's why the conversations get hung up on. We're talking about something. You're like, okay. So if you know, tell me this. That we obviously don't know. Tell me what Diane did with you to the sword, the story you have on Facebook and YouTube, and that you told Miss Smith and Coach Schubert and all these other people. Tell me that story. Tell me how that story played out. Since you don't lie, since you never lied about anything.
If you must argue, I bought a lot of food, and then when we went to go see Mike when he was in the hospital in serious condition after he had that stroke, the food was gone. And you guys said that she didn't come in there with a sword? Okay.
Why did she come in there with a sword? Was she attacking you?
I don't know. All I know is that all the food that I had bought, like $400 worth of groceries, were missing when we went to go see Mike in the hospital, fighting for his life.
You're telling the story a lot calmly than you told it on YouTube.
Where did I tell the story on YouTube?
Do you want me to ask Bryson for the link, or Christopher Carr for the link, or?
Yeah, because I don't recall talking about the sword incident on YouTube.
I get showed your videos on YouTube. People show me your videos on YouTube. I don't even watch.
Gwen said that too.
Probably because it happened.
Okay.
Because I remember that you told me that Diane attacked you multiple times. You said that she attacked you, and what really happened is that she had a picture of that sword hanging up on her wall where it was being used as a prayer sword where she got baptized, and the sword was underneath it. And a lot of mornings she would go around with that sword praying in tongues. A lot of mornings. And what happened was you started an argument with her and was yelling at her, so she started to pray. And then you said that she was attacking you. That's what happened in that story.
Okay. You remember I left?
Yeah, I do remember you left.
Yeah, because I felt unsafe with her with the sword, and no one believed me about the sword, and then all the $400 worth of grocery that came up missing. So each time I tell people in my life what's going on, they are not believing me ever since I met Jason, and you guys know he's innocent. So I guess you don't want to talk to me. You want to degrade me. We've already been degraded. Like I get degraded every day. So I need a break because, I mean, all you seem to want to do is argue. So like I said, I've been through a lot. So can we just...
You just lied. You just lied just then when you said because nobody believed you.
You just said that it didn't happen with the sword.
Because you said you left and that nobody believed you. Because who did you leave without that day when you left?
Yeah, you guys didn't want to go.
No, we didn't get the chance to go. You left.
Okay.
Because I know for a fact that I was pretending to be asleep while you were arguing. Because I didn't want to deal with it. Because most of the time when you argue with somebody, you bring me into it. And I didn't want to be brought into the conversation. So
okay. Okay, well, I said that you guys didn't believe me about the sword. So you said that you do believe me. I don't know which one it is because she pulled the sword on me and you guys didn't believe me. So when she did that and spent up all the grocery disappeared, that's when I left. And then I asked you guys to come and you didn't want to come.
You left without waking us up. I didn't say we believed you. I didn't say none of that.
Okay, that's my fault too. I left my children. Okay.
You did.
Okay, I left you.
Wake us up?
But I have a question. Why have you not addressed all this time? Why are you upset today?
Because you're lying. It's why I'm upset today.
Okay.
That's the reason I'm upset today.
Okay.
Because you're pretending like you didn't start an argument with her, and then you're pretending like we didn't believe you, so you left. Or that we
No, I left because she pulled a sword on me and all the groceries were gone, and you guys did nothing about it and covered for it. That's why I left. And then I asked you to go, and you guys didn't want to go. But you said, okay, I'm lying. Okay. Well, so I guess it's going to be another 7 years. The question was, when can I see you again? And then you started an argument. So I need a break. Because multiple people start arguments in all my environments. Or can I be heard?
Were asleep.
Can I be
You
heard?
just said that we didn't want to. We were asleep.
Okay, can I be
You
heard?
woke up Jeremiah
Can I be
saying
heard?
that she had a sword,
Can I be heard?
and you never woke me up. you.
Can I be heard?
How
So,
could you
okay,
be
let me
heard
make sure I
about that?
understand. Okay, so since all this occurred, you
No,
were
let's not.
infuriated. Can
Let's
I just
not
want
talk
to? I just
about
want to get
something else.
clarity. Since all
No,
this
no, I don't
occurred,
want to get
someone
get
pulled them
clarity
gun
on
on your
this.
mom, so you don't care. You're furious, and you want to
What does that
rehash
have
all
to
these
do
other
with the sword?
events.
What
And
does that have to do
I'm
with the
lying
sword?
about it.
What does
I'm
that have
lying
to do
about
with the
everything
sword?
that's on YouTube that you can see.
What does that have to do with the sword?
Because it happened, and you guys didn't believe me. That's why I left and went to another place.
Hey,
And then she spent word all the grocery. I bought
what
$400 worth of
happened
grocery
with
that
the sword.
disappeared.
I saw what happened, and I
Okay.
also saw that she prays with that sword multiple mornings. And when she was praying, you pretended like she was attacking
Oh, okay. Well, that when she told me she meant it, but anyway, I left.
Meant
That's why I
what?
left, and you don't believe
Meant
it.
what?
Okay.
Because she didn't say she meant nothing. She was just
Okay.
praying. She
Okay.
was not
Well,
saying
that's why I
anything.
left. That's why I left. You don't believe it.
You
Okay.
left
I'm
with that
lying about
because
it. Okay. I'm
she
lying.
attacked you.
Okay. I'm
So
lying.
she
Okay.
attacks you.
Okay, I accept it. I'm
No,
lying.
ain't no
So
okay.
since I'm a
Ain't no
compulsive
okay.
liar, I can have 20 false arrests. People can pull guns on me and do all this, put me out of shelters and scheme in all
You
my
say
environments.
okay so
I
you can
deserve that
change.
because I'm a compulsive liar.
You say okay so you can change the subject. You say,
Okay.
oh, I believe you, so
And
you
I
can
asked you if we
bring
can
up
do this
something
at
else.
another time because I get violated all the time and blatantly lied on by an army full of
You asked
people,
me if we
and
could
you
do
have
this
to
at another
degrade me.
time.
Okay, go finish
When did
degrading.
you say, can we do this at another time? When did you say that?
Can we do it at another time?
You want to do you want to stop the phone call right now
Yeah,
so
because
we don't have
it's
to be
pretty. I
talking?
want to read the Bible, compose, because I go through a lot, and you guys don't know
Oh,
what I experience.
why can you stop an argument to Purdy, but Diane can't do it? That doesn't make very much sense because she gets accused for attacking you, and then you say, okay, you agree with me, but you don't. You just start another. You just go into something else that I wasn't there to witness, so I can't call you out on your bullshit. Like, it doesn't really make that much sense to me. You say, oh, you haven't done this before because you haven't done this before. You wait for the perfect time to do it just to tick us off. Because I know for a fact Jeremiah's tried.
You know what I wish?
Multiple times.
I wish that I can convince people that I had value. I wish that I
Never
could
said
find
you didn't
love
have
and
value.
support from anywhere on the planet.
You
I
have
wish that
love
I
and
didn't have
support.
to be degraded and demeaned in all my
You're not
environments
being
and
degraded.
schemes
You're not
and
being
lies
degraded.
and abuse everywhere I turn. I just wish that I can convince people that I'm a human being and I have value and I don't have to be degraded and mistreated everywhere I turn. So if you can't hear me right now, you didn't hear me begging for my life. Queen didn't hear me. Nowhere I go hears me begging for my life. So if I can just go ahead and cry in peace, getting violated every step I take, routinely not heard for 6 years. My own kids calling me, starting arguments, covering for crimes. I'm tired of it. Just let me have a break. I have no one in this world, period. Everywhere I go, they want to cover for my abuse and conspire with it. Even my own children. So if please
Even your own
let me
children.
grieve. Let me
I'm
grieve.
not covering for your
Okay,
abuse.
well, I have to go. I can't handle it.
Okay.
Bye. We'll talk at another time. I degrade me at another time when I have more strength.
I'm not degrading